Welcome to Lifetime Fitness San Clemente, here with MLP by Margaritaville. The third and final series in season 1, with a challenger division out here on Grandstand Court between the Utah Black Diamonds and the Columbus Bus. So Lee, sorry.
All right, ladies, 15 seconds, please.
So as we get ready here, we've got a few changes with the rules this year. With for this one. I'll get to that in a second. I don't know, I'm just spitting.
Come on now.
So a little bit of a rain delay this morning. We're about 3.5 hours behind.
Yeah, it's a gloomy day. Gloomy, humid day. So the courts, I don't even think the courts are really dry right now, but everybody's agreed to play.
So Columbus Pickleball Club off to a quick start, up 2-0.
Yet I believe Megan Fudge has a new partner for her women's doubles on this team.
Yeah, Rihanna Valdez joining Megan Fudge for Columbus Pickleball Club. That ball's just deep. Utah Black Diamonds remaining the same with Michelle Esquivel and Olivia McMillan. Yeah, good move there by Fudge.
Yeah, I know coming into this match, Olivia and Michelle were hoping to get in some of those hands battles, looking to speed it up and really capitalize, but I think they've actually lost the last 2 hands battles, so we'll see if that strategy works out as this match unfolds.
That ball was just long.
Okay, 0.
Valdez catching that one a little late, going down into the net.
Yeah, this is her first MLP, so I'm curious how the nerves are going to play out, because as we've discussed before, it's a different kind of stress.
It's a different stage, that's for sure.
Yeah.
6.
So 3 quick points for the Utah Black Diamonds, brings them back within 3.
3, 6.
Yeah, good solid point. It looks like they are going to try to put a lot of balls on Valdez and kind of feel her out a bit.
7-3.
You got it.
That ball's just wide.
8-3.
I got it. Got it.
What solid defense. What a point.
All right, the court coverage by Valdez and a couple of those overheads from Esquivel. Fudge couldn't get out of the way of that one. It was probably going off the back fence.
It's really hard to win a point after you've tried to put away like multiple balls.
Oh, that one sat on top of the net, but unlucky there.
Let's go, Diamonds.
So Black Diamonds back within 3.
Let cord winner. Always helps to have a little luck, especially in rally scoring. I love the come on after the let cord winner too.
You know what? Why not?
Gamemanship. I love it.
Wow. Excellent move by McMillan there.
That's our lefty.
Yeah, these two definitely have some experience playing together in the last 3 MLPs, so they should be gelling about now. I think they got to the finals in the first one.
They did. Got to the finals in Mesa, ended up losing to
Bay Area Breakers.
Yeah, I was just stopping talking during the point.
I knew something you didn't, Chad. I was just trying to beat you to the punch.
Beat me to it. Beat me to it.
Play or no play, I'm getting it in.
Through it all.
Yeah, Michelle's got a really good two-handed backhand speed up, and that was really what started that point. And
Wow, nice get from Esquivel right there. So after a quick start from the Dallas Pickleball Club, Utah Black Diamonds now take the lead up 9-8.
yeah, good for them. It's really hard in rally scoring when you get down to really turn it around, and they truly have.
I mean, the reality of rally scoring is no lead is comfortable. Yeah, good spot from Valdez going back through the middle.
Yeah, I think they've been most successful when they have sort of worked the middle, either from the kitchen line on the dinks or like you just saw right there.
The defense from the Black Diamonds.
It's getting harder and harder to put the pickleball away these days.
It is. So we're going to go into our first end change. Utah Black Diamonds up 11-9. We'll go back to, we had quite an extended coin toss for this one,
yeah.
And it's going to kind of be the format for the remainder. So there's 4 options now with the coin toss. You can either choose to react, you can choose men's or women's doubles first, you can choose the end, and you can choose serve and receive.
Mm-hmm. The new one being the choice of men's or women's first, which was an interesting addition.
We were talking about that might be the 4th option, but so the bus won the toss. They chose to react, which means when the mixed doubles lineups are set by Utah Black Diamonds, they'll be able to choose their lineup based off of the Black Diamonds. And then the Black Diamonds chose to play women's doubles first.
And we looked at each other in shock. We were like, what? We just said nobody's going to choose that.
Yeah, another good ball in the middle.
What we should have asked after that is why did they choose that?
Why did they choose it? Well, I mean, I think typically, right, it was always women's doubles, and if you get off on that, women's doubles has always been important as that first point leading into the men's.
hands.
No.
Oh, we might have our
Unfortunately, we
first
can't see that line
challenge.
from where we are.
Oh, just smacked my head on the tent trying to find the line.
I just want to make sure what was the call. Were you calling that ball
Let's see
out?
if we can see the replay here.
So I want to. So Utah Black Diamonds, you are challenging the out ball. Okay.
So Valdez called that ball wide.
Immediately, both Black Diamond players said, no, that ball was in. Of course, we can't see that line, so.
So at the end of that rally, I now have 11-11, correct?
Hey, stop coaching.
I mean, we don't have to challenge.
And we do now have 4 free challenges
Coach my team.
here for MLP San Clemente.
So that means they can make a challenge and not lose a point if they're wrong?
That is correct.
Okay.
Once they can still challenge once they're out of free challenges. But if they challenge outside of those free ones and they're wrong, then they lose a point.
We also have like a new high-powered
We do.
replay system, correct?
We've
Like
got how many cameras? We've got 8 cameras now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 cameras now. Both baselines, both kitchen lines, and both sidelines. 120, I believe.
I think that's right.
I think it's 120.
The ball was in, so they have been overruled.
Hey, let's get our 6 here. Let's streak out.
And Polo Pickleball Club has lost a video challenge. The Utah Black Diamonds.
Okay, so because Columbus was overruled, they have now lost one of their challenges.
That is correct.
Black Diamonds serving at 12-10. 15 seconds, please.
So the score is 12-10, so that was really a crucial point right there.
Oh, and you get the little dribbler over the net. So part of some of the new changes here as well with these temporary nets, even though they play like a permanent net. Good reach in there from Fudge. So part of the net rules, if it hits the net and comes over and hits that horizontal bar, it'll be a replay. The bases of the posts are actually out of bounds. So if somebody goes for an Ernie and steps on that base, it's still considered out of bounds and a clean Ernie. Escobar with the reach in, tries to go crossbody on Valdez, but misses that one wide.
12-13.
Valdez is doing a good job of really holding the line and taking a lot out of the air.
Defense.
I know. At that point, she kind of did the opposite of what I was just saying. She kept backing up, but just sort of hitting nice little resets and stayed in the point.
So Columbus Pickleball Club brings it back all square at 13s. Yeah, good attacks there from McMillan. Fudge catching that one just a little late.
14-13.
Good move by Olivia.
Folks left that one just a little high. McMillan took full advantage of it.
Yeah, I felt like Michelle and Olivia want the speed ups. They want that more aggressive play. And Columbus, I feel like, is doing a lot better when they're setting up the point, slowing it down, moving the dink around, rather than speeding it up right away.
Just like that. Move it around, open a hole, force a pop-up.
Exactly.
15.
Whereas I think it's the opposite for Utah. I think they need to try to get into that kind of hands battle earlier on.
A good reach in there from Esquivel.
Yep.
15.
Good spot. Got Valdez while she was moving. Perfect. Speed up.
Another good speed up there from McMillan. So Utah Black Diamonds extend their lead to 2 by 2.
Definitely quite the opening match here. By Michelle, looking to speed that ball up. I think that's very smart. And I think we have our first timeout.
Pickleball Club, 18-15.
So Columbus Pickleball Club takes the first timeout. Utah Black Diamonds up 18-15. So back to what you were talking about there, Lee, as far as McMillan and Esquivel being a little bit more aggressive, and that's their play style. Like, I mean, the last 2 reach-ins by Esquivel, she's done an excellent job of starting that speed up, but then ready for that next
counter. Yeah. The 1-2 punch.
That's it.
Yeah. And they're doing a good job, too, of sort of like picking on the player that's kind of moving as well. They've gotten Valdez where, you know, she's hit a ball, she's trying to recover, then they reach in and speed it up, which is really the best time to attack your opponents is when they're moving. So, yeah, they're playing smart right now when it counts. Now entering the freeze, though.
Please. Utah Black Diamonds, are you in the correct position?
Every point. Right here. Every point counts. Every point counts. Right here. Apply pressure with position.
This is where it gets real hard in rally scoring.
Are you in the correct position?
Closing out the match.
Time in, please. 18-15.
Good ball movement there from McMillan.
Nobody wants to hit a dink from their left foot.
No. I think that's a ball that's underutilized is that left foot.
Yep.
Yes.
A little high.
Good reach in from Valdez.
All right, let's see if they can make a run here.
16-19.
Fudge leaving another ball just a little high. So Utah Black Diamonds first to the freeze. Side out scoring from them from here on out. Columbus Pickleball Club will continue on rally scoring till they get to 18.
The dreaded last point.
17-20.
Well, and this is where you talked about the hard time to close it out.
Yep.
I mean, mentally, right? You're at 20, you know you're frozen, and your opponents can keep coming back, and they get that rhythm when they get to 18. I'm not sure why Valdez didn't step up and attack that one. She let it drop, and then ended up floating the next one. So McMillan to serve.
Maybe that one-handed backhand. Maybe she doesn't feel comfortable ripping that ball out of the air. I'm not sure.
So good.
We haven't seen her put two hands on that backhand, so I don't think she has that. She's definitely a newer player.
I've seen it on the drive. I haven't seen it that much taking balls out of the air.
Okay. Nice.
Come on, ladies. Hey, let's win this right here. Right here.
Third game point coming up here for the Utah Black Diamonds. Both teams frozen.
Oh, goes for the poach.
Good concentration from McMillan there with a flying Esquivel coming across.
I like Michelle looking for it, though.
18-20.
Yeah, that one just slid on Esquivel. Couldn't catch up to it. So Columbus Pickleball Club back within one.
That's a good timeout right there. Good timeout.
Utah Black Diamonds will take a timeout here.
This is where the nerves really kick in.
So if you're on the bench of Columbus Pickleball Club right now, what are you telling them? Put you on the spot.
Instead of like really talking about strategy, I think at this point, I think you're just trying to pump them up and get them ready for the moment, because honestly, this right here, 2019, this is where I feel like mental strength wins out.
Yes.
Whoever's the mentally strongest, right now, I think is who comes away winning this match, which is where potentially the experience of McMillan and Esquivel might play into their favor. But we'll see. We'll see.
Utah Black Diamonds, correct positions. Time in. 19-20.
Good fight there, all started by that two-hand backhand speed up from Esquivel, giving the Black Diamonds their fourth opportunity at game point.
And then they did it. Yep, that was a great match.
So Black Diamonds come back and take game one here, women's doubles.
We were also talking before this started about like the importance of winning the first match versus the second match, and maybe it depends how you lose the first match. It's kind of deflating to lose a first match 21-19.
It is.
It's
almost as deflating as losing at 21-10. Not quite as bad.
Which one's worse? No, I know, but it's just like you saw it. You saw that point, and then suddenly it falls away from you. Puts puts a lot of pressure on the guys.
It does, because, you know, we talk about the second point or the second game being extremely important going into mixed doubles.
Yes.
But equally is that first one. Now, if the men can take it for Utah Black Diamonds, you're up 2-0 going into mixed doubles.
That's tough.
You know, takes a lot of the pressure off.
Yeah, for sure. You can play much freer in mixed doubles. However, if the men come away with a solid defeat here, then all of a sudden momentum might switch back to them going into mixed doubles. So a lot of pressure on the men.
So for Columbus Pickleball Club, we're going to have CJ Klinger and Yates Johnson taking on Spencer Smith.
So is CJ Klinger a new member of this team?
Nope.
These two were together the whole time?
These two were together the whole time. Taking on Spencer Smith and Rob Cassidy for the Utah Black Diamonds. Smith and Cassidy have been pretty hard to beat the last two stops here in season one. Cassidy's one of those guys that quite literally leaves everything on the court. He's not bleeding yet, but I can almost guarantee by the end of this first match he's going to have some skin missing somewhere.
He's so tricky to play too. Lefty, just
very wristy,
unconventional, you know. It's fun to watch, hard to play against. Spencer Smith, super steady. I can see how they would be a very difficult team to come away with a W against. I don't know much about CJ Klinger.
CJ can be very tricky as well.
Also a lefty?
Also a lefty, has some power. The last two stops, we haven't seen him being as aggressive in men's doubles as he is in mixed. I feel like there are times that we see that in the men's game. You know, often that right-sided player, well, in this situation, CJ's going to be playing on that right side. He plays on that right side in mixed as well. But in men's, you know, you almost give up some of that middle in this righty-lefty combination and not be as aggressive. Where in mixed, you're like, hey, you know, I'm going to take every middle ball. I'm going to really press the envelope.
Yeah, I think, you know, in men's, it's really hard to attack the men, which is why I never liked playing mixed doubles, because I was in front of a man and I just want to speed the ball up. And most of them were like, that's funny.
You speeding balls up? Never. I've never seen you speed a ball up in my life. But
then like going into mixed doubles, that same guy, like you said, maybe they're not going to speed it up so much in men's, but in mixed, they can take those speed ups to the women and really try to take over and be aggressive. So.
Yeah. Lee and Anna Lee, probably the first two women that started the one step off the kitchen line and rip every ball into the body, that you get an opportunity that we see so common now.
It's funny though, when Annalie played with me, I think she's much more aggressive now than when she played with me. But I guess because I just wanted to speed everything up, somebody had to be a little more consistent.
Well, she has grown a little bit.
Yeah, it's true.
Put on a little bit more muscle.
Yeah, she's not that little string bean she used to be.
I did.
It is funny though. I've seen some clips of like the first, I think it was the first time we ever played together. It was the Texas Open many years ago, and she literally is like in no man's land, just like hitting ground strokes.
Ripping everything. Unless, well, I was going to say unless it bounced in the kitchen, but even if it bounced in the kitchen at times.
Yeah.
Come on, Spence. Come on, fast.
So part of the new changes here for San Clemente as well, after that first end choice, you'll then start at the end that you finish. So Utah Black Diamonds, I don't even know which is north, south, east, or west here on these courts. Anyway,
We have no sun, so we don't know.
To the right of the screen, Utah Black Diamonds will start games 2 and 4 here.
I like that new change. I think that was a good change.
And then Columbus will start on the right of the screen on games 1 and 3. And for the Dream Breaker, if we get that.
Game 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that MLP is doing is they add changes to try to level out play a little bit. Good reach in there from Cassidy, going right into the right shoulder of Yates Johnson.
Point. 1.
So do you think that the rally scoring, the way that we play, the way that MLP plays, I'll wait till the points over, favors a lefty team because they can forever just keep forehand in the middle without ever having to like unwind or stack or
Yeah,
do any of that?
there's no stacking. You're not having to unstack, and
So it's like lefties must just love this format.
yeah. I mean, it's the same with mix with the stack as well, right? Yeah, I mean, that was the big thing with the woman coming across the court, coming out of the unwind.
Right.
Good speed up there from Klinger. Johnson with the finish. Cassidy getting into that. I'm going to put my body on the line and throw that paddle in there. Got the first one back. Wasn't able to get the second.
I do like this lefty versus lefty matchup. You don't see that very often.
Very rarely will you see that.
Go, boys. Right here.
3, 1.
Oh, what a shot. Did that clip the tape?
No.
That was
just such heavy topspin right there. I was talking to Yates about it before. So recently they switched paddles over to Engage.
Yeah.
4, 1.
And with some of the new developments, they've got their spin back.
And obviously Yates being a great singles player, the drive is probably his favorite shot.
Got a massive forehand drive, and we saw it on that previous point where how quickly it dipped once it got over the net.
It really did.
Yeah, good angle there from Johnson.
Let's go, Spence. Let's go, Rob.
5, 2.
There it was again. It really does. We're kind of sitting right on the line of the net, so we can see the movement of that ball. It really is dipping.
6, 2.
Ball's just wide. Tough spot there for Cassidy to try to speed up behind Johnson.
7, 2.
Oh, and that one landed in as well. Smith ducks out of the way thinking that ball is going to be 2 feet deep and lands about 2 feet inside the baseline.
8, 2.
Pretty strong start here from the Columbus team.
Yeah, Klinger a little upset with himself on that one. The ball got a little too far behind him. Tough ball to speed up there. But Columbus Pickleball Club able to pull out a 5-point lead.
Klinger said, no,
Not today.
not today. That was...
9, 3.
Yeah, it was kind of a medium pace speed up from Smith.
Yeah, Columbus, they're just really overpowering Utah right now. Opting not to take a timeout early.
Well, you're one point away from a free timeout.
Yeah, yep.
So everything rolling Columbus Pickleball Club's way right now. That ball catching the net cord, landing in. So a good aggressive start here from Johnson and Klinger. The end change here, what do you think the Black Diamonds have to do differently?
I mean, it's pretty tough. These guys are not giving them anything. But I think they just need to find a way to slow it down, move the dink around, try to get some free points by trying to get them to move a little bit more, see if they can open up some angles that way. But right now, like I said, I mean, they're just overpowering them with Yates' drive and CJ's quick hands on the speed ups. They're not giving really any unforced errors.
Yeah, I mean, one potential change, I would say, they're returning a lot of balls middle, so either Yates is stepping in or we've seen a couple of drives from Klinger as well. You know, yes, you're going for a smaller target there, either returning down the line or a little bit wider cross court, but try to pick out that backhand a little bit more.
Yeah, I think don't let Yates take the third is a good start. He's won a lot of points just by taking the third.
Time in, gentlemen. 11-3.
You.
You know, they could try to put a lot of balls on Klinger and just see if they can put a lot of pressure on him, see if they can break him down just due to age and maybe a little inexperience.
Wow.
But this is the momentum shift that we talked about.
Yep.
If these guys could come in and, you know, get a strong point like this, they're going to have a lot of momentum going into mixed doubles. That's maybe the first ball Yates has missed all match.
First one he's missed, first drive he's missed into the net. Nice hands there from Yates Johnson. Thought Cassidy had control of that point. So a 10-point lead now for Columbus Pickleball Club.
I feel like maybe they need to think about their timeout. I don't know.
Well, there's 1 point.
You only get one, right? You only get one per match, per game. I don't know.
5-14.
2.
You get two?
Let me go back to the rules here. They changed so many times.
Really good move there by Klinger.
15.
Come on, Diamond, let's go, boys. Pretend it. Let's go.
15-5.
Yates lost that point, but he's really doing a good job with his backhand dink of pulling Spencer way out wide. Just kind of opening up that either middle or down the line speed up.
Yeah, going heavy topspin with that.
Oh, tough one.
So I like Cassidy coming up, putting a little bit of pressure on there. The only difficulty with Cassidy sometimes is he over moves, gets himself into tough situations, tough spots on the court.
Spencer with a good stab there, coming away with a clean winner. I think they thought it was going out, but caught the line.
7-16.
You.
They're just playing so smart. They're moving the dink around, and Utah is getting out of position because they're moving, they're really opening up the angles, and then they're looking for the speed up, and they're winning most of the hands battles. So they're just playing really smart.
Oh, yeah, great shot. Nice shot, Yates. Nice shot. Too good. Too good. All the way.
Drive dipper again. They got to keep that return away from Yates, like you said previously.
You.
There we go.
I don't know if he changed his mind there or what it was, but
8-18.
You. No.
yeah, it's a tough spot for Klinger to try to speed up there. Really pulled off the court,
Right here.
put himself and Johnson in a tough position.
9-18.
You.
20-19.
So Columbus Pickleball Club 1 point away from the freeze.
19-9.
Still never used their timeout.
They have not.
Interesting. What hands?
Go.
You.
Wow. Defense and resets from Columbus Pickleball Club got him back into that one. Cassidy
29.
coming in a little flat on that speed up. So game point here for Columbus.
They just played too well. I mean, they didn't leave any holes. They came out strong from the first point, just put a lot of pressure.
We're now tied up.
I don't think Utah really knew what to do.
No, you've got two aggressive players there with Johnson and Klinger. This is the first time in men's doubles that I've seen Klinger be aggressive, and that's when he plays really well. He uses his size, uses that lefty speed up. But
Yeah.
they were also able, like you talked about, they moved the ball around well, stayed somewhat composed till they got that opportunity to attack once they're up at the kitchen. But those third shot drives from Johnson really put them on the offense straight away.
Straight away, and it allowed CJ to disconnect and come up like we saw in that match point, and poach. And just when somebody's driving that well, it just puts so much pressure on the receiving team because you know what's coming.
Yeah, I mean there was no disguising it. Smith and Cassidy knew the drive was coming, but there was so much pace and so much shape on that drive from Johnson that it was difficult to keep that ball down.
It's going to be interesting to see now because I feel it, the momentum shift. There's just so much confidence now on the Columbus team. So are they going to be able to take that into mixed doubles? And then it goes back to maybe number 2 point is more important than number 1 point. We'll see.
Yeah. So we're all tied at 1 going into mixed doubles. Utah Black Diamond's going to set their lineup first. Columbus gets to react to the lineup.
Does Yates play the left or the right when he plays with his brother? Do you know?
They switch it up.
Oh, they play kind of straight up?
They kind of, there are times where Yates plays predominantly on the right side.
Okay.
But they'll switch up the stack. But that big drive that we saw from Yates is kind of the setup in mixed and in men's. He'll hit that big forehand drive, and Hunter will come and close. So
looks
Utah
like.
Black Diamonds have set Spencer Smith and Michelle Esquivel out first.
Paul Olin appears to be the coach for Columbus, senior pro extraordinaire.
Yeah, Paul's been around the game for a long time. Smart player on and off the court.
So it looks like Valdez
And then go
and
Valdez and Yates.
Yates.
About 2 minutes to warm up, please.
That's what it looks like. You know right away, too, Spencer's feeling a lot of pressure. He's just walked off the court where Yates played insane, drilling those drives, and now he's got to play them mixed.
Yeah. Yeah, Yates definitely has a little bit of momentum going into this one with quite a convincing win in men's doubles.
On the flip, you know, Michelle's coming off a win over Valdez. So she'll be looking to really make her work, I think, in this mixed doubles match.
Oh, and you know she's going to get fired up.
For sure.
So we've got about a minute left of warm-ups here. Utah Black Diamonds and Columbus Pickleball Club all square at 1 apiece. So I'm reading through the shuffle draft summary here from between Daytona and here in San Clemente. Obviously, the shuffle draft only available in the Challenger.
They really did shuffle, too.
I'm reading through it right now. So, at pick 1, we had the Arizona Drive placed West Burrows on waivers and selected Johnson Cola. And on pick 2, DC Pickleball team placed Amanda Hendry on waivers and selected Judith Castillo Gargalo, or Judith. Then there was a trade for Christine Trifanovic to Columbus and Milan Rain to Atlanta. And then Columbus placed Christine Trifanovic on waivers and selected Rihanna Valdez.
Interesting.
15 seconds, please. We are tied up 1-1.
And then the Brooklyn Aces placed Corinne Carr on waivers and selected Martina Frantova. Congratulations to Corinne Carr for having her baby a couple of weeks ago. Adam Jr. Oh, and congratulations to Adam Stone as well. Good counter there from Valdez.
One, 0.
There's that drive again.
Yeah, there hasn't been much movement in the Premier League, but well, as you stated, they were much more restricted in what they could do this first year with the 2 seasons. Challenger, man, they went all out. So it'll be fun to see next year when everybody's on the same team for a year, how creative the trades get.
That ball's just wide. Yeah, speaking of next year, the places from this year then determine the places for next year, because there will be promotion and relegation.
Correct.
So, players come in for second.
going into 2024. So in 2023, every team competes in both the Premier and Challenger levels for the 3 2023 events. So after San Clemente here, the teams that were challengers, well, the team owners,
yeah,
will then become Premier teams, and the Premier teams will become Challenger teams, and we go back through a whole new draft.
which is going to be so weird for all these players that have played three matches with their owners, and then all of a sudden they're going. I guess they won't be going against because they'll flip-flop.
They flip-flop, yeah.
But they'll have to get to know a whole new ownership.
Exactly.
And a whole new teammates at that. Like you said, a total redraft.
Total redraft. Everything you. But you already know that the team owners and GMs are scouting.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Good ball from Valdez. Heavy top spin there.
So we have a close one here. 4-3. Both the previous matches we saw big leads early on. This one's pretty tight. Unlucky net cord there.
That's the second speed up from Yates, and this one it's caught the net cord. Smith.
Oh, he's come back. He's come down to earth a little bit. He actually missed a drive.
He's missed the second one for the day. Actually, I think that's the third. Had a little figure eight drilling going on there for a while.
I was gonna say I like the look of that point for the Utah Black Diamonds, but
good aggression there from Columbus Pickleball Club.
Black Diamonds, come on!
7-4.
So a 3-point lead for Columbus, up 7-4.
I think that's how they're going to come away. I think if they can find a way to get aggressive on Valdez. I don't think Spencer's known for speeding up much down the line. But if Michelle can find some speed ups cross court.
Yeah, that's a good ball there, pulling Valdez out wide and then going into that left hip as she tries to recover back middle.
That's what they did in women's.
Yeah. Too good from Johnson there. Good reach in and good start to the firefight.
Yeah, I don't think they want to get in a firefight with Yates.
9-5.
Ooh, that ball kicked up.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Michelle take that back cross court to Valdez instead of trying to go behind Yates.
10-5.
Tough speed up there for Johnson. Weight falling back.
Come on. Yeah. 6-5.
So a Couple of quick points here for the Black Diamonds, brings them back within 3.
7, 10.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
that
the
spot.
one.
I think too with that one-hander, you've really got to take that counter in front, because anything that gets deep, you can't bring it back. Whereas the two-hand, you can still rip from that left hip.
Yep. Yeah, the two hands is really kind of like cheating in pickleball. I mean, seriously.
I mean, it's a left-handed forehand, basically. So Columbus Pickleball Club leading here 11-8 in the end change. Black Diamonds have done a pretty solid job holding on here.
Yeah.
But I think, like you were talking about, Esquivel with that speed up into the left hip of Valdez, she has to stay composed, because
right,
Michelle has a time where she, when she catches fire, she's really tough to beat. However, she does try to speed up a lot of balls in certain situations where maybe one more setup ball would have been a better option.
She has to be selective, but when it's there, she's got to take it. Because we've seen her be successful over and over again in this match with that shot, that cross court.
So I haven't really been out on the court, but I'm wondering if the different ends with the backdrops.
Just gonna bring that up. They did. So before this match started, all of the seats back there were white.
They switched them to
and
black.
all of the players were complaining that you literally could not see a ball. And so right before the match, they came out and switched them all to black. So I'm sure that's helped a little, but you still have to play playing it into the crowd. And clothing makes a difference. I mean, it does. Like, just seeing all those different.
I mean, you've got the different shades, the different colors back there. You've got a white tent back there.
There's no real wind to speak of right now, so no sun.
Stayed down from Valdez. I'm looking at the windscreens on the right side of the court here too, where the Black Diamonds are. They've rolled them halfway up so they can put the other banners down below for the sponsors here. And you've got a window where everybody walking behind the courts.
It's true.
Good spots there from Esquivel. Set it up by going down the line and behind Johnson first, keeping him honest, and then went back middle.
11, 13.
Utah bench getting excited. I like to see it.
Esquivel a little late on that. Well, that's the difference with team pickleball, right? You've got your teammates behind you. You've got your GM. You got your team owners over there. I know with the fives, Ryan gets into it.
Fired up. The fives team as a whole is a pretty rowdy team, to be honest.
That is true.
15, 11.
Esquivel almost jammed herself up there in the middle of that speed up. But was able to clear herself well. Valdez popping that ball up.
Oh, great Great shot.
Point, 16.
So Columbus holding on to the 4-point lead, up 16-12.
12.
Still no timeouts. I don't know. I'm big on timeouts.
Yeah, a little bit of a stutter step there from Smith.
There we go.
Got him overextended. So we'll get our first timeout. They were listening to you, Lee. Utah Black Diamonds taking the timeout here, down by 5. Utah's had a couple of little runs, but really haven't been able to put that pressure on Columbus. And like you talked about, Smith will speed some balls up, but they're only like medium pace speed ups. There's no real pressure coming from him.
Yeah, whereas Yates is putting a lot of pressure. I think they might need to take a few chances and try to find Valdez in that speed up situation. The more they get Yates involved in the point, the less of a chance I think they have of coming away with it. He's just playing too well right now.
15 seconds, please.
Especially once Valdez takes that one step back, which in mixed she seems to be doing a little bit more than she was in women's, and finding that backhand because she doesn't really seem to get a lot of pace.
There's no real counter on it.
Exactly.
It's just a reset.
So it's almost like let's find that spot sooner than later, and maybe that will set up, you know, a put away.
17, 12.
Yeah, I'd like to see Utah take a few more chances here.
And I guess they're trying to keep Yates back by returning to him, but it's also risky. There we go.
Yeah, another good ball.
They got to capitalize, though, off that next ball off her backhand, not just
a reset back down. Yates takes that ball out wide to Smith.
Yep. That's it. That's it. Oh, it was out? Did he call it out?
You don't ask me. We don't challenge.
Referee Bob Swisshelm. Spencer Smith comes over and asks Bob Swisshelm if he sees that. He said, "Don't ask me. You got to challenge.
Yeah.
Use it if you want it."
I think there is isn't there an MLP rule you cannot ask
You can't ask the referee.
Yeah.
No, that's why we have challenges.
Yep.
You're maintaining your out ball.
Typically in tournament play, you could look to a ref and ask to overrule a line call, but MLP has an actual rule where you cannot ask the referee to overturn a call.
I'm sure the referees are much more comfortable with that as well, as far as saying, "No, just go to the video."
Well, I mean, truly, they are most of the time looking at your feet for foot faults. I saw a comment on somebody's post recently. They're like, "Can we not just have a referee that like doesn't look at feet and looks at where the ball is actually going?" Because
I mean, it's tough. Even when you have referees out there as line judges.
Yeah.
You know, depending on the angle.
Mm-hmm.
It's
no, it's tough. I wouldn't want to be calling lines.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't want to be a referee. Period.
True.
You can't say that all 4 players walk off a court being like, "Yep, I really like you, ref."
No.
There's always something.
Both teams now have one remaining, 2 remaining 3 video challenges. We will resume play with Columbus Pickle.
Okay, so the ball was out.
The ball was out.
13.
Columbus 1 point away from the freeze.
Time in. 19, 13.
Oh, yeah, I thought so.
She did the old tennis punt, the tennis step volley right there.
Yeah.
Step in volley. Well, there was some hesitation again. That ball popped up. She hesitated and then she stepped forward to try to attack it. All right, right, so Columbus Pickleball Club frozen at 20. Regular side out scoring for them. Utah Black Diamonds still on rally scoring till they get to 18.
Yeah, they got to go to work now.
So Columbus Pickleball Club continuing the momentum, taking the first mixed doubles point, now going up 2-1. Black Diamonds having to find something here going into our final mixed doubles matchup. I think this is a tough one for the Black Diamonds as well. Cassidy not really aggressive in the middle either. You've got two lefties with McMillan and Cassidy.
So we're going to have...
You got three lefties on the court and one righty.
That is crazy.
How often do you see that?
I don't think I've ever seen that, honestly. I'm like trying to think. I don't think I've ever...
DJ left or right?
So, interesting. So Cassidy will play the right.
Yes.
So Olivia will have her backhand in the middle.
Yes.
But she likes her backhand.
Yes, she does. She likes the attack and the counter attack on that two-handed backhand.
So that actually might...
Also quite capable with that forehand speed up down the line there. If you go wide,
Yes, yes.
she's going to flick that up into the body of... Well, actually,
Yeah,
Klinga's going to be on the right. Klinga's going to be on the right.
That's the only thing I was thinking is like...
Yeah, you get...
Would it be better to put Olivia in front of Megan so that Olivia... Because Olivia, I think, would speed the ball up a little bit more than maybe Rob will. I think Rob needs to speed it up at Megan down the line.
Absolutely.
But I don't know if he's going to do that.
I like the partnership here for Klinger and Fudge. Fudge really good defensively, has a good counter attack. But I think for Utah, it's gonna come down to how well they can move the ball around. But like you said, Cassidy's got to try to. I mean, he doesn't speed up a whole lot of balls from the forehand either. He's more of that backhand flick counter attack.
I wonder if they've thought about the fact that they're both lefty playing a lefty. Do you think they've talked about that at all? I mean, or do you think Rob's just always going to play the right no matter what?
Columbus Pickleball Club will be serving from the right on this match.
Good question.
The Utah Black Diamonds who are receiving on the left.
You know how many times I've played with Anna Lee where we're a few points into the match and I'm like, you do realize that they're lefty. And she's like,
oh, really? And, I mean, it definitely does throw you off when you come in. Yeah, I just
threw you under the bus.
She's just throwing you under the bus, Anna Lee.
Anna Lee just walked up.
Just telling you, just talking about how you don't think that somebody's a lefty until like 4 or 5 points later. But it is different. You get so used to playing the right-handers.
There aren't that many lefties.
You go to speed up into the backhand. You're like, oh my gosh,
That's
I'm like feeding a forehand. What am I doing?
I hate playing lefties. I really do. I don't like it.
I always wanted to be a lefty. When I was playing baseball, I wanted to be a left-handed pitcher.
Yeah.
There's just there's
just little
you're either
nuances.
exactly. It's I don't know. It's hard to explain. But the way that left-handers do things is completely, and not just obviously the left hand and right hand, but just the technique behind it.
Also, I did that wrong.
Lefties seem to be a little bit more crafty.
Wait.
Oh, we are
Wait, is Olivia playing the right? Is Olivia playing the right? And
Well, Rob walked out to the right, and then they realized that they were on the wrong sides.
Okay.
But now...
Yeah, looks like he's playing right.
Okay.
DJ, are you happy with that ball? You actually get the cue.
I like the mixed doubles matches where the girls are straight on. I think it makes it interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more attacking, you know.
Well, and it's also really difficult to stay in that dinking rally heads up. So a lot more balls get sped up. A good start there for Columbus.
I always liked playing mixed doubles with the lefty because it meant I could play on the left, and then I could speed up the ball.
Yeah.
Point one.
You know what I think we need? I think we need headsets on the GM so we can ask them questions in the middle.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Or at least have them put headsets on in between games. Yeah.
Do you remember the first MLP when they mic'd up all the players?
Yes.
That was interesting.
I would have been really, really bad to be mic'd up. They would have had to have quite a delay so they could cut out everything that I say to myself.
It would not be a family show?
No, no, no.
Yeah, they want that because Rob's, I mean, he's known for his hands, so they want Megan to try to speed that ball up at Rob.
3-1.
Good ball down to the feet there by Klinger. Cassidy looked like he just stumbled a little bit.
Yeah. Was that like a bait from Klinger, you think? Because at first I was like, that wasn't much of a speed up, but then his hands were so fast on the counter.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it's a bit of a bait.
Little bit of a bait. Likes that ball coming hard at him in those speed ups to generate a little bit more power. Good reach in there from Cassidy.
Yeah.
I think even if there's not a whole lot of pace there, Cassidy's taking that ball from so low and elevating it. He hits that right spot.
4-4.
So the back and forth continues. Black Diamond's back up by 1. Tough ball there from McMillan, leaving it a little too high.
Yeah,
Fudge starting that one.
Trying to roll it, but just popped it up. Oh, what a grab. Wow, Rob. Pretty amazing stab lob there.
Yeah. Ball was way behind him. Was able to get a paddle on it.
They're winning a lot of points with CJ taking that sort of half speed up down the line to Olivia. Olivia popping it up.
Yeah, she's getting jammed up in the body there. She's either got to slide to the left and clear that two-hander to try to counterattack, because if she's staying stagnant there, it's going to keep on popping up.
Yep.
I mean, Cassidy's taking the whole middle.
Yeah, she really could kind of cheat over there. No! It does seem like she's unnecessarily trying to recover
Come
to the
back
middle. Yeah.
7-6.
think Fudge needs to stay a little bit more patient there. She's not going to win that speed up through the middle.
Watch. Watch.
Oh. That ball's just wide. And he's bleeding.
I was going to say, just as you predicted.
I mean, what a get, though.
No, but I do think, like, moving the ball from, you know, Megan's right foot to left foot to right foot, kind of moving around and making her uncomfortable enough to speed up that ball. Every time she sped it up, they've won the point.
They've won the point, yeah. So, referee timeout here to clean up the blood on Rob Cassidy's knees. And he just takes out a little wristband and throws it on.
He's prepared. He's done this before.
He's done it a few times.
8-8. Pressure's on. They know they need to win this point.
I think Cassidy's still got some blood on the back of his leg and on his hands that he's got to clean off.
Jeez.
So back and forth battle here. Columbus having some success speeding up down the line at McMillan. And the Black Diamonds having that success of, like you talked about, Lee, moving the ball around to Fudge, left foot, right foot,
15 seconds, please.
forcing her to speed it up.
I don't think we've seen Rob reach in and take some, but we haven't seen him speed up any off the bounce.
No, he's sped a couple up from low and elevated them, but no step backs yet. Good hands off the net there from Cassidy.
Great hands.
9, 8.
You really don't want to be giving away free points right now. Not at 9-9 in this crucial match.
Good resets there from Klinger.
Yeah, great playing.
10, 9.
So Columbus will go into the end change up 11-9. McMillan wants that last speed up back. She just laid it back a little too far, tried to hit it too hard. So it's been a good back and forth battle up until this point.
Yeah. A couple unforced errors, 2 in a row.
Yeah. What would you do differently on the Utah Black Diamond side?
I think they need to try to exploit Megan a little bit more. I mean, we've seen CJ can really take over. We've seen Olivia try to speed it up on CJ, and that's not working. I think they need to go back to trying to work Megan just a bit and making her uncomfortable, making her panic and hit one of those speed ups, even attacking her. I mean, I wouldn't even mind seeing Olivia take one cross court and just try to attack her.
Just try to attack him.
Yeah. Because they've won.
11, 9.
I think every time they can get Megan in the hands battle, they've won.
Oh, not sure why Cassidy came over on that one.
Yeah,
Unless he didn't
sure.
sense that McMillan was up at the kitchen line there.
That was really nice creativity from Klinger, that lob.
Yeah, good balls from McMillan there. Pulled Fudge out wide, tried to change direction down the line over the high part of the net.
Yeah, I feel like maybe a couple to Megan, get CJ to move over like he's doing. Try to go back behind him, and then it opens up Megan for the attack. Maybe take a chance on that. Those points are not winning on, though. The attack to CJ hasn't worked once.
Yeah, he's been resetting that lower ball until he gets that one that's elevated just a little bit. Once it's up, he gets those good balls down.
I mean, it's easier said than done, but you know, when you're playing against somebody like a CJ Klinger who's got the height, he's got the aggressive nature, he's taking up a lot of court, it is hard to find the girl. It can be very difficult.
It is.
So what I'm saying is, you know, it sounds easy, but
it's always easier said than done.
Go.
Oh, that ball just out. And we also had the advantage of we're seeing the whole court and everything that's going on.
correct.
14-11.
Okay.
Good pressure there from
Working
McMillan
their way
again.
back. They're working their way back.
Back within 2, Utah Black Diamonds.
You know, we rarely see it. We've done it on the 5s quite often, actually, but on the side change or on a timeout, you do have the capability to switch sides.
Yes.
And it
Very rarely does it happen. I mean, especially in mixed doubles, it's a little bit more uncommon. But yeah, I mean, we've seen it a couple of times with the 5s.
Yeah, this is a time where we did it with Leigh and James. We put James on the right and just let him go after the girl, you know,
go at it,
or go after whoever. We might have been playing a lefty. I forget what we did. Oh, no. He wanted to attack cross court, the girl, so we put him on the right, and it ended up working. But this could be a situation where side change could maybe be interesting. Put Olivia in front of Megan.
This is the opportunity
yeah.
right here. You're taking the time out. So
I mean, I don't know how comfortable Rob is playing on the left.
On the
That's what I
left.
don't know.
I mean, you know, the thing with Cassidy too is he sits backhand majority of the time, even when he's on the right.
I mean, it could be interesting. Let's let Olivia get in front of Megan and try to speed it up. She does like to speed up. We've seen her try to speed up on Klinger numerous times. So maybe let's put her in front of Megan and speed her up a little bit. I don't know.
I mean, they may be discussing it right now. Cassidy was pointing over to the right side of the court.
Please.
Michelle's put it away. I can see her. She put it away. Put it away.
But that's been the hard part. McMillan has gotten those high balls, but every time that she attacks Klinger, he just resets it until he gets that ball to pop
Yeah.
up. Oh, they're going to stay.
A little bit
regular.
like a Riley Newman, you know, who can reset and just wait to get big. That's kind of what he's doing.
Good deep return there to Fudge and the step in from Cassidy. Ranches have a pretty rowdy crowd going down there. Oh, is it Bay Area?
Makes sense. Kind of close to their home turf.
That's a tough speed up there from McMillan.
Yeah, that's a little low.
13.
Low and to the forehand side.
That's tough.
Good reach over there from Klinger.
18-13.
Right here. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Have they used their timeout yet? Has Utah used their timeout yet?
Yeah, we just came out of the timeout.
That was their timeout?
Yeah.
I guess it would have been.
18-13.
Oh, did you see that though? They switched
did.
side. They switched. But unfortunately, they're having to unwind.
Yeah, they're holding on this one.
I want to see their bench get a little louder too, because heck, it can really help feed the energy, you know?
14-19.
Excellent spots there from Klinger. Cassidy getting a little too much middle. So Columbus first team to the freeze, trying to close this one out.
Oh, nice get. Good luck, good luck. Smart playing by Columbus overall.
Yeah, good effort there from the Utah Black Diamonds, but falling just a little short after taking the women's doubles point. Columbus Pickleball Club rattling off the next three, taking match one here in San Clemente of our Challenger Series. We're going to take a quick break, turn off our headsets, and we'll be back with more action here at Major League Pickleball by Margaritaville, San Clemente.